Hi guys, welcome to Miami. One for each of you. Sebastian, you've already beaten Miami. You've played in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. What was that experience like, and what are you taking away from that into Saturday's game? And Thomas, hi. What have you heard about what MLS Cup is like and the atmosphere around this final? Thank you.
Yeah, I think, those two games give us confidence that we can go out there and do a good job and compete and work hard and get the job done. Two good games, and just gives us belief in that, that fight that we can go out and do it.
Okay, we'll go over here in the back in the red shirt. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
The
Go
question
ahead.
was a little bit.
Yes, go ahead. Sorry.
I don't know what to answer. What it means to have this cup here or to play this MLS. That's what we are playing for the whole season. So I think it's very easy. It's very big for us. It's huge for the club and for the city and also for us players. So.
Okay, we'll go over there in the back.
Recording
in
in
the red shirt.
progress.
Thomas, nice to see you again. You took a short little glance at the MLS Cup. You didn't hold it, though. You've won 34 cups in your career. How much would you like to add this? And can you allow yourself to look at this match from a fan's, a supporter's perspective of how great this match is going to be on Saturday?
Yeah, I think this match is great. Not only I know you guys and the media and also the MLS. It makes sense also to make a point with Messi and a little bit myself and the bigger names. But I think it's about two teams. Did we have the best offense in the? No, pretty close. Yeah, huh? Almost. So, but two teams with a very attractive and good-looking playing style. So, yeah, perfect final, in my opinion. Yeah, I appreciate to be part of it. And yeah, this cup is why we are here, and we wanted to bring him home. Home, maybe. Okay, home. First time since a long time, but yeah, we are very excited.
Okay, we'll go over there in the room in the back.
Sebastian, Tim Reynolds with the AP. Historically, the home team tends to win this game. Their home record is pretty good in this setup. Does that take the pressure off in some way? Obviously, you're playing for a trophy, and it means just as much to you guys as it does to Inter Miami. I get that. But being the road team, probably not being widely expected maybe to win just because home teams do well in this game, does that help in any way as far as alleviating some of the pressure?
I mean, for us, it's just going out and doing our game. The pressure, it is what it is. I think, we've been ready for this whole season, and the pressures, it comes with it, it's a privilege, and it's fun, and I think, our guys are going to lean into it and enjoy it. Home team, away team, I don't think it matters. I think we just want to go out there and execute what we do.
When it comes to the math, one question. What's our chances to win it away from home? 10%, 20, or less?
There's 3 of the last 14 road teams have won it. That's not chances.
Okay. But there's a chance.
There's a chance.
I'm glad to hear that.
Okay, we'll go over here in the pink.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Juan Castro from Newspaper Market in Spain. Thomas, on Saturday is the final, but it's also the last match of Sergio Busquets and Jordi Alba. Which are your remains on the matches against these two guys? Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't want to talk too much about the matches we played, but I want to say these two guys are great players for the game, not only for their country and for their clubs. Big personalities, and if you watch them play in our game, it's always fantastic. They're role models in their position, so I tip my hat for them.
Okay, we'll go right there at the back. Thank you.
Thomas, can you talk about the matchup with Inter Miami? I know you haven't played them before, Seba has. What have your teammates told you about facing this particular team, and what have you seen in the film you've watched so far?
Yeah, as I said, I think the offensive lineup is pretty decent, and in the last matches they scored a lot of goals. They scored a lot of also fantastic goals. So we know what to expect from them. but as Seb already said, we are focusing on playing our game. We have a lot of belief in ourselves. I don't mean that we believe, okay, we can win it. Yeah, for sure, we are here to win it. But what I mean, we trust each other on the pitch, regardless any result, any situation. Since I'm here, I have this feeling we are a very, very close group. Also, the guys are coming in always with a lot of energy, so our bench is strong. And so I have a very good feeling, and I'm not talking about good feeling to win it or result. I have a very good feeling with this group, and that's what matters the most. We are on our path, on our journey, and yeah, let's see what happens.
Okay, we'll go with Michelle here in the front.
Okay, Michelle Coffin from Miami Herald. Welcome to Miami. Thomas, I know that you don't want to make it about you and individual players and all that stuff, but you do have a long history, having played Lionel Messi 10 times, and also Javier Mascherano was on the field for Argentina, and those other guys were on the field for Barcelona. When you were with Bayern, we can't ignore that.
Yeah.
What is it like? What do you think it'll be like to be on the field from an MLS Cup final against players that you have had such a rich history against? Thank you.
For me, it's always nice to meet old friends. We are not really close, but I was always watching them playing, and they're great players. They were great players. Some of them still are. It's always nice when you can look back to your own history to meet them again. But regarding result or about the game, what was in the past is not very important for the future. But it's nice to see them.
Okay, and we'll go with Jonathan Siegel over here.
Hi, Sebastian. Over here to your right. Jonathan from MLS Soccer. What has this year meant for you personally? You broke it into the national team, playing here in Cup, got some recognition. How do you reflect on this season so far? And for Thomas, the man sitting to your left, what's been your impression of him as a person and a player?
Yeah, for me, I think it's just been a steady build on every year of my career. I don't think it's ever came all at once. I think I've had to work hard for where I'm at. So for me, it's just been a steady continuation of what I've been doing each year, and now it's nice to see, taking that next step. And yeah, it's been a good year, but I think 9 months ago we're sitting there and with the buddies in preseason saying our goal is to win the MLS Cup. So that's what really would make the year.
I give you a line to him after the game. But he's a good-looking guy, right?
All right, it looks like we'll go here in the middle. Fede?
Hello, how are you? Hi, Thomas. Do you play a lot of finals in your career? Where do you rank this MLS Cup?
At the moment, I rank it the number 1 because it's the only final that we are talking about. It's upcoming. I didn't play, you know what I mean? At the moment, for me, this final on Saturday is the most important thing in my life. That's a good line, huh?
That's one.
Boom.
Nice one. That's a nice one.
It looks like we'll go there in the back corner.
Simon Evans. You played into Miami, obviously, in that CONCACAF semi-final, and that was 2 great wins for Vancouver in that game. I'm curious, Thomas, did you watch those games? Because that was just before you joined the club.
No.
And Sebastian, they were kind of, to a lot of people who weren't watching the Whitecaps every week, they were games where you really stood out and caught a lot of people's attention, but also the Whitecaps as well by beating Miami so convincingly. What do you take out of that game? I know they've changed the way they play quite a bit, but what do you take away from those victories?
Yeah, I think you said they are, a little bit of a different team now than they were, however many months ago. For us, again, it shows that the hard work intensity is going to be our starting point. With those 2 things, I think, there's no reason why we can't go out there and do what we do. We showed that if we have every single guy, coming in and starting working 110%, we're going to be all right.
Okay, we'll go here in the front, in the middle.
Hi, Daily. Hi, Vancouver. Seb, your team has had a lot of success shutting down Messi. He's never scored against the Whitecaps. Why do you think there's been that success? And Thomas, the calf, you had it wrapped up pretty heavily last game. How is the calf going? Can you play 120 if you need to?
Yeah, I think it's just, again, collective, being a unit, defending as a collective, and it's not much more to it. I think, what we just said, the hard work, intensity, and just, give it everything we have.
I don't know. I don't know. Do you know how my calf is? No. Yeah, to be honest, no. I think it's fine, but we never know. But it doesn't matter. Saturday I'll be there.
Yeah, he's laughing, huh? The way you think that was funny. Yeah. I just want you to play.
Yeah, but I don't know, to be honest.
Yeah,
we will see.
All right,
But
well,
we are strong enough.
we'll go here to the front.
Thomas, Jerry Hawkins von Kicker Sportmagazin. Sie haben viele Meisterschaften und Titel gewonnen, WM und so weiter, aber ich glaube, keiner von diesen Mannschaften haben so viel Verlass auf sie wie Vancouver jetzt gerade für diese.
Ja und nein. German or English?
Can we do English?
Deutsch. Yeah, try both.
My German.
Also, ja und nein. Vielleicht von der Aufmerksamkeit her, ja. Und wir haben sicherlich auch, seit ich da bin im August, nochmal ein paar Dinge verändert. Hoffentlich natürlich zum Positiven, aus meiner Sicht schon zum Positiven, aber eben, wenn dann ein bisschen durch mich und nicht, dass ich so eine enorm wichtige Rolle einnehme auf dem Platz, wie es vielleicht in anderen Mannschaften der Fall war, sondern ich glaube, wir als Mannschaft, und da sind auch die anderen Jungs gefragt, wir haben eine super Entwicklung gemacht. Deswegen ist meine Rolle, ja, sie ist sehr wichtig, aber die Jungs waren ohne mich schon vorne dabei in der Liga und zeigen das jeden Tag im Training und auch in den Spielen, dass sie jetzt nicht von mir abhängig sind, aber ich helfe natürlich schon gut mit.
And we'll go with the last question here in the room. Go ahead, Ari.
Hi, Thomas. MLS Español here. You've been very successful playing against Messi throughout your career.
With my teams, yes.
Yeah.
We never played one-on-one. I must lie.
Latin American media are portraying you as the only one that can defeat Messi. You are not the anti-Messi, but the one that can beat him, the villain, let's say, for them. Do you feel comfortable with that? Do you think that Messi plays a...
When I look back in the past, I feel very comfortable with that, because that's already in the books.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of great experience in these games with my teams, so it was fun. But yeah, it doesn't really matter for Saturday. It's a new game. Maybe it gives you the feeling. I always have my confidence to beat someone or to compete with someone as a team and as an individual. So I don't need my history that much to be confident. And the same, the boys did. They won against Inter Miami this season twice. But what does it mean? It gives you a little bit of good feeling, but in the end, the game is decided on the pitch and on Saturday in the future. So it's a nice thing to talk about, and I hope we can continue to talk about it Saturday after the game. But yeah, you know how the game goes.
Okay, and with that, we'd like to conclude today's press conference with Thomas Müller and Sebastian Berhalter. Thank you very much, and good luck in the game.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes,